Your pinpoint forecast with meteorologist Cedric Haynes.
Well, good Sunday evening. Things quieting down now on radar and also outside. Of course, we had some rain earlier, but things are beginning to clear out now, and that's some good news. Partly clear skies out there right now. Temperature near 80 degrees. We've got that dew point, though, at 77. So it's very muggy outside, and that's going to remain the case overnight tonight. A few numbers from our weather watchers calling in: 77 degrees this evening from Fay and Oakdale, 78 from Wanda Bailey and Sugartown, 76 from Faith Poe and Singer. We've got 79 degrees from Jim and Topsy, so it's a muggy one all over the place. 80 degrees from Dinah Berry and Lafayette, 79 degrees from Robert Dow and Grand Chenier. We've got 83 degrees from Jackie Truitt and Moss Bluff, and 77 degrees from Kent and Vinton. So again, it's a very warm, very muggy overnight hours, and I think that's going to continue throughout the evening hours. But the good news, yes, check this out. On 7 Storm Vision HD, we've got all 5 radars sweeping across southwest Louisiana. Nothing on there. So that's very good news overnight tonight. Things are going to be quiet. You can go to bed and rest easily. No rain or thunderstorms to wake you up from that. But you can see the rain and storms we had earlier today. It was with a weak front, and you can see how it moved to the north and east as we've gone throughout the daytime hours. But the good news is the rain chances are going to be on the decrease. And you ask, well, why is the rain chances going to be on the decrease? Well, because we've got this area of high pressure, and as it builds in from the west, it's in the upper levels, and it's called the ridge of high pressure. And you can see winds go clockwise around high pressure, just like a clock, the old analog clock on the wall, and you can see that sends the rain and storms traveling around it. So as that high pressure basically moves on top of us, we're going to see things mainly drying out. Now, tomorrow I have left in a slight chance of an isolated storm, mainly because we're going to see this weak upper level disturbance that's going to be moving underneath that high pressure ridge. So you can see that by the afternoon, mainly just some high clouds, maybe 1 or 2 isolated storms. So I threw in about a 20% chance or so. But that upper level disturbance moves out, and then we just deal with the hot weather as that heat ridge from the west begins to build into the area. And you can see that a little bit better on our upper level map. This takes a look at the jet stream, and you can see the jet stream now kind of dipping, bringing us that northerly flow around us, and you can see the cool air has been across portions of the Ohio Valley. Several areas here in the northeast and also in the Ohio Valley will be into the 40s and low 50s for low temperatures. Very unseasonable there, but we'll be watching as this high pressure ridge expands and builds in from the west, and that's going to mean a warming trend, and that will happen with our temperatures. In the Tropics Center, we are watching the tropics. They are becoming active again. Of course, the remnants of Dorian moving just to the north of the Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico tonight is getting better organized, but still the hurricane hunters flew into the system earlier, did not find a closed circulation, but they're going back in tonight, and we will be monitoring this. And the reason why, you can see from our tropical models, the spaghetti plots show the system continuing to move to the west, so we will have to watch that. Check in with Ben and Wade as we go throughout the work week. They will have updates on this system, and we'll continue to monitor that for you. And look at this, yeah, Tropical Storm Flossie, winds of 60 miles per hour. Yeah, that's Hawaii, and that's the islands of Hawaii there, and you can see the big island bracing for impact as Flossie will be moving in on Monday, bringing tropical storm force conditions as this system moves across the islands as we go throughout the day on Monday. So look at that coming up over the news stories over the next couple of days. That will be a big deal. It's going to remain muggy overnight tonight with temperatures falling through the 70s. And over the next 7 days, just a slight chance of an isolated storm on Monday, then turning hot and humid as we go throughout the rest of the week. But, of course, we'll be watching the remnants of Dorian to make sure nothing happens with that. But it is possible that it could regenerate, so stay tuned for more on that.
All right, thanks, Cedric.